Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and first thing I want to mention for this week's video is this past week we broke over 400 subscribers on the channel, which is really amazing and impressive. I want to say thank you to everyone who's stuck with me as I've been doing these uploads for Pokemon, and to all the newcomers, welcome to the channel. This is Professor Chaz. I do regular Pokemon stuff. I do the TCG, video games, and news updates like what I'm doing today. So, the first mention off the top, other than that, is I do have, as usual, a couple of booster packs of the TCG I'm going to open today. I've got the Furious Fists and Phantom Forces, and as always, the TCG online code card is going to go to lucky viewers who leave a comment down below using the hashtag QOTD in response to the question of the day, which I will leave you at the end of the video as I open up these packs. So stay tuned for that. Now, there is a lot to mention for this week in the news. I actually had to do up a little note card here, just so I can, make sure I have all my thoughts in order. I want to make sure I don't miss anything, because there is a lot to mention. So first of all, regarding the online code cards, I do want to mention that what I do for the booster packs, like you see here, I've got the Furious Fist and Phantom Forces. I will, if I have extra money throughout the week, I will get a pack of the TCG cards going in order of the release date. So last week I had a Pokemon X and Y base set pack. Normally I would have gotten the Flashfire pack next for this week, but in my city we actually have ran out completely of Flashfire packs. So we'll see no more of those on the channel, unfortunately, but I guess they're an older set right now anyway, so that might not be the biggest loss for you out there. But for me, I was trying to complete a collection of those cards. But I guess I can always trade for them now, right? See if I can get a final finished Flashfire expansion in my binder. But anyways, just so you know, there are no more Flashfires coming. That means that we're going to be able to speed through these expansions, get to the new, more recent ones a little bit quicker. Now, for the online code cards, I've been kind of a snag that I've encountered. So this past week, I did have 3 code cards, and I randomly chose 3 viewers who used the hashtag QOTD and answered the question of the day. As it turns out, for whatever reason, YouTube must have done some sort of a change or something. I can't message those particular people on YouTube. And I actually did a little bit of searching, like, check out other accounts and stuff. Some accounts I just do not have the option to send a message to, others I do. And I don't understand, because some of these accounts I've actually sent messages to in the past. Now, for suddenly this week, I cannot. So I know there's something where YouTube and Google Plus are now linked together, and maybe it's something like if you don't have a Google Plus account, you are not able to be messaged or send messages through YouTube, which is unfortunate because it's really hindering the interaction that people have, and for me in particular, it's hindering my ability to give the code cards out. I am keeping track of who has received which code or who has been drawn for which code. I'm keeping the code cards and waiting for the proper people to contact me so I can get the code out to them, but if I don't get the information, I just simply can't respond. So the idea is, what I'm doing is I'm going to leave a comment in response to the comment that is left, using the hashtag QOTD. If I'm not able to message that particular YouTuber, I'm going to just leave a response to their comment, letting them know that, if they leave different contact information for me, I can send the code to them that way, and I'll erase their comment immediately as soon as I get their information. I just don't want to have, privacy's sake, right? I don't want someone to leave an email that somebody else online can get, and, it's not a private kind of thing. It is, unfortunately, the most private way we can do it at this point. I think there's something where you can confirm your YouTube name if you go into your channel settings or something like that. There's a really weird workaround that you have to do. But anyway, for the time being, the code cards might not be able to be sent directly through YouTube messaging. So we'll have to see how things play out. Remember, you can always follow me on Twitter, and if you have a Twitter account, you can sync it up with your YouTube account, like I've done with mine, and I should be able to possibly get the code cards to you that way. So that is the mention for the code cards. Hopefully things will run smoothly from here on out. And the big overall mention for this week, and I guess for the next month, this is the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. The very first games came out back in '95, and in February of this year, they're going to be celebrating the 20th anniversary. So there is a lot of big stuff happening. And I'm going to record a little happy birthday 20th video coming up soon when I get some time to sit down and actually kind of throw something together. And if you go to Pokemon.com and just see everything they have for the 20th anniversary, there's a lot going on. Now, in the anime, I'm going to mention, I haven't actually mentioned the anime other than just comments here and there, but starting in February this year, the Pokemon the Series XYZ is actually coming out, and it's going to be advancing the story of Zygarde. A while back, they did show us the different forms of Zygarde. There was the Zygarde Cell, Zygarde Core, I think it was Zygarde 10% was like the little puppy dog. And the current Zygarde that we know, the serpent creature, is actually 50% of its final form. And I'm assuming that in this new anime series we're going to see the final Zygarde form in action. So also going to be featured is, apparently right now Ash has a Frogadier, but as we all know, we've seen some images already. His Frogadier will evolve into Greninja at one point, and there is this strange thing that they haven't fully explained yet, that Ash and Greninja can like fuse, or Greninja takes his appearance or something like that. It's called Ash-Greninja. So that's going to come into play in this current upcoming season of the Pokemon anime. So that is going to be on Saturdays in February on Cartoon Network. So stay tuned and check those out and see how things advance in the Kalos region. Now in Pokemon Shuffle, which I haven't actually mentioned for quite a while, so there's a couple things I want to mention really quick because today's the last day for them. Dusk Noir is in a special stage. It ends today, so hopefully I get this uploaded quickly enough that you're going to have time to go in and encounter Dusk Noir. But also ending today is Mewtwo. To celebrate 5 million downloads of Pokemon Shuffle Mobile, they have put Mewtwo in a special stage, and I've already encountered it. I think Mewtwo was actually active a little while ago. Just so you know, it is a really easy battle and a really easy capture. I think they just basically wanted to give Mewtwo out as thanks for all of these Pokemon Shuffle Mobile downloads. So get in there quickly. You still got time today, I'm pretty sure. Try to get Mewtwo and just encounter it, beat it. You're actually going to be able to use every item possible without spending coins either. So you can completely, fully Mega Evolve your Pokemon from the start. You can get your attack power up. Give yourself, I think you can get extra moves and extra, not time. I think it's moves, yeah. But you can basically use all these items at no cost. They really want you to have Mewtwo, basically. So ending next Monday, you still got a week to get these ones done. There is Arceus and Infernape. They're both in special stages. You're going to be able to go and encounter them, and they're going to be pretty tough to deal with. They're not a pushover like Mewtwo is. That sounds weird. But you can go in and try to battle these Pokemon in your shuffle game and get them added to your collection. Now, in Pokemon Picross, another special stage has been revealed, the password that you can use to access it. And as you'll see here, it is for the Ash-Greninja. Password is 34111425. So when you go into Pokemon Picross, choose your menu at the bottom. The first building that you can go to is your home base. You have your settings for options and password. So go there, enter that password, and you'll be able to unlock, I think it's Area 5 maybe? Might be Area 3, but you unlock a stage of Ash's Greninja as a puzzle, and you can beat that and get it. It's got the Blue Force ability, and I forget what the time frame is for, because each Pokemon has like a different kind of time setting for its ability. But it's still cool just to get another Pokemon in the team. So, moving on to video game news. For the celebration of the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, they are releasing a special mythical distribution all throughout the year. So, from the looks of it, it's going to be mostly GameStop and Nintendo Network exclusive. But for us Canadians who don't have GameStop, EB Games Canada, according to their Twitter, is trying to get something in the works that is going to help us out. So we'll see how things go, and if I do happen to get some of these Pokemon, I'll be able to show them off on the channel and let you check them out. I've got a link in the description, so click that. It's going to show you basically the time frame for each distribution and how to access it. Some of these mythical Pokemon will be from GameStop, some will be downloadable from the Nintendo Network. So you'll have all the information there. It tells you what moves they're going to come with, and I think I've heard they all come at level 100, so no training required. They're fully powered up. I think all you need to do is probably throw super training onto them to max out their EVs, but their movesets. And jump cut. My phone just stopped recording for a moment there because the alarm went off. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Just check that link out. You'll have information about the mythical distribution for this 20th anniversary of Pokemon, all right there on Pokemon.com. Now, in other video game news, they have announced the Season 14 regulations in the battle spot in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and unfortunately for me, they're going to be the same as the International Challenge 2016 coming up later this month. What this means is my Pokemon and other Pokemon that don't have the blue Pentagon, meaning they've come from previous generations, are not permitted to be used in the raiding battles, which I kind of expected was going to happen. What this means is the rotation battles on the channel are going to have to continue in the free battle spot, but I think we got that all wrapped up. You know, we took out a whole team of legendaries twice last week. I'm not worried at all. We'll have to see how it goes. But anyway, raiding battle is going to be, you have to go into double battles. I'm trying to think how to get the information out. It'll be double battles in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and there's also Season 14 in the X and Y as well, but they have their own regulations. in the International Challenge 2016 regulations, which is what Season 14 is going to feature, you get to use certain legendary Pokemon, which is pretty impressive. You get to use any 2 of the Pokemon known as Mewtwo, or Lugia, Ho-Oh, Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem, and Zygarde, Yveltal, and Xerneas. So you can choose any 2 of those legendaries on your team. Of course, combine them with another 4 Pokemon, and you'll be doing your double battles in Season 14 of the rating battles. It's trying to get you set up for the World Championships and the overall Play Pokemon events that are going to be held throughout the year. So, legendary Pokemon are permitted in rating, which is a big thing. It hasn't happened since 2010 from what I recall. Now, the other mention in video game news is this February on the 27th, on Virtual Console in the eShop, Nintendo eShop, they are releasing, I should say re-releasing, Pokémon Red, Pokémon Blue, Pokémon Yellow. These are games that first brought the Pokemon craze to the world, and it's Generation 1, rules are a little bit different, no held items, no abilities. It's really going to be interesting for anyone that's been playing the current games. Like if they came into the games, say around Gen 4, it's going to be really neat to see how things were different back then. I'm an old school trainer. I know the hardships. I know the overpowered just power of Alakazam and Mewtwo. Psychic type was a little unbalanced, although we had some bug moves, but the only bug moves were on Pokemon that were poison type and therefore weak to Psychic. Anyway, Red, Blue, and Yellow are coming back to the Virtual Console. And what they're actually going to start doing on that same day, February 27th, new Nintendo 3DS bundles are going to be available. And these are going to come pre-installed with Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue. And you can actually get a special theme on your home screen featuring either of these 2 Pokemon games. And they're going to have 2 cover plates for your new Nintendo 3DS. And they're going to feature the box art of Pokemon Red or Pokemon Blue. So I might maybe want to pick one of those up. We'll have to see if I have the money to do so. But you're going to get some really cool, old school styled Nintendo 3DS stuff. And you're going to have the 2 games already pre-installed. They don't mention Pokemon Yellow, but that might be available as a, well, it's going to be available as a download from the eShop anyway. So that is all to mention for the video game. And now into the TCG news. This coming weekend, at my local Pokemon League at Heroes Beacon, we're going to be having a pre-release tournament of the new BREAKpoint expansion. That's right, the new set is going to be pre-released. It's coming out, I think it's the first week of February, so we're getting our pre-release a couple weeks in advance. What I'm hoping to do is, as I did last time, go up and record some of the pack openings, and I might see if I can actually record some match footage as well. See if I can do some like maybe post-commentary of one of the matches going on at the pre-release. So that's coming up next weekend, and what they also have announced is a new expansion. I don't know if it's part of like a main series expansion. I don't think it is actually, because it doesn't have the XY prefix to it. It's called TCG Generations, and this is basically going to try to reenact. It's almost like Pokemon Red and Blue being re-released. It's going to bring back the original introduction into the world of Pokemon through the TCG. So it shows some images of the Charizard and Venusaur, both EX Pokemon. Therefore, I'm assuming Blastoise will be an EX as well. This expansion is going to include over 110 new cards, 16 Pokemon EX. That is crazy. And they mentioned 2 of them are going to be Ninetales and Jolteon EX. And as I mentioned, they show off the Venusaur and Charizard EX, and I'm assuming Blastoise. That's still 11 more EX Pokemon, and I don't know what they're going to be yet. Of these EX Pokemon, 4 of them are going to be Mega Evolutions. Just by assuming, I think it's going to be Mega Venusaur EX, Mega Charizard EX, both types, and Mega Blastoise EX. So we'll see what they actually come out with. And it's actually going to include, for the second time ever, a Radiant Collection. What this is, I think the first one came out back in the Legendary Treasures expansion, which just predates the standard format. And it is a 32-card subset. It's going to have unique art for cards, which I believe are all basically going to be reprints. For example, the fabled Mew EX with the versatile ability. It was one of the Radiant Collection reprints of the Legendary Treasure set, and I think it was anyway. I know there was, that set had the Radiant Collection, but I believe it's going to be just basically reprints with new art, and I wonder which cards are actually going to bring back and reprint, because there's a lot of useful cards that maybe have gone out of the format, and with this new TCG Generations Radiant Collection subset, they're going to be brought back into the standard format. So it says, now I'm not sure what this means, but look for 10-card booster packs in special collections throughout the year. I wonder if that means the actual 10-card booster packs are not available as their own item to buy. You might have to actually get one of these box sets that might throw in a 10-card Generations pack with that box set. So as I get more information on that, I'll be sure to let you know. But if you happen to see any of these TCG Generations packs available, you be sure to pick one up. It's going to bring back the Kanto region in force. So that is everything to mention for this week's news update. There was quite a bit, and I was considering breaking it up into 2 videos, but I thought, no, I'll just get it all out there right now. With all that being said and out of the way, we're going to now open up the Furious Fist and Phantom Forces. I'll give you the question of the day to respond to, leaving a comment below with the hashtag QOTD for your chance to get the online code card. Let's begin. It is now time to pop open these 2 booster packs of Furious Fist and Phantom Forces, starting with the question of the day. And in honor of the re-release of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, which I still have, question of the day is going to be, which was your first Pokemon game? The first one that got you involved in the Pokemon franchise as a whole. Either one of the video games, or if it was the TCG itself that actually got you started in Pokemon. Just leave that in a comment down below and use the hashtag QOTD, letting me know which was your first game experience in Pokemon. You're going to go into the running for a random draw of the code card from either of these 2 packs I'm opening up today. I'm going to draw those on Sunday, and assuming I can send a message on YouTube, as I said, it's being a little weird, I'm going to get the code card to you as thanks for your participation in the question of the day. So we're going to take this code card and hold it to the side until Sunday, while I open up the physical pack of Furious Fists and see what I happen to get. And I think I just completely mixed up the order. You know what? We're going to look at that one first. So the first card we're checking out is an uncommon, so it's Machoke. Now the commons, I believe, we have Torchic, Machop, Gothita, Pikachu, and Clauncher. So 2 more uncommons it should be. We have a Poliwhirl and Karina. Very useful if you're going to run a fighting deck. She lets you search your deck for a fighting Pokemon and an item card and put them in your hand. The reverse foil card is a fancy shiny Bellsprout. I think I might only have one of these already, so that's pretty cool. And the rare card of Furious Fists is a Magmortar. Now, something I want to try sometime is make a Magmortar and Electivire deck, because these work together. Twin Burst does 80 plus. If Electivire is on your bench, it does 80 more damage. On the other side, Electivire has a move that says this attack does more damage based on the amount of energy attached to your Magmortar. And thanks to the world of Pokemon and all plurals being without the letter S at the end, Magmortar means as many Magmortar as you have. You can have 4 on your bench. Each of them can be powered up with, like, say, 4 energy. Electivire can do a lot of damage based on all of those Magmortar. So that is the Furious Fists. We're going to now open up Phantom Forces and see what I happen to get. And again, just leave a comment down below with hashtag QOTD, letting me know what was your first Pokemon game. You will be entered this Sunday into a chance to win this code card for the Phantom Forces and a 10-card online booster pack. Alright, so the physical cards for myself are going to start with a Carablast, Dano, a Gligar, let's wait for it to focus for a second, there we go, a Litwick, and we have a Yanma. The uncommon cards start with a Zweilous. I'm getting a lot of Pokemon that evolve from other Pokemon in each pack. I have a Lumineon. Now Lumineon's pretty neat. Neon Sign says search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon, reveal them and put them into your hand. That can help you get whatever Pokemon you happen to need. So this is kind of, I've never really seen anyone run this. But if you can actually pull that off, you can get whatever you need out of the deck. That's pretty cool. Another uncommon, we have Golbat with the Swoop Across. Or sorry, Sneaky Bite. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Definitely good. You want to run this with an AZ card or a Super Scoop Up. You can bring it back into hand and do that Sneaky Bite again when you play it. The reverse foil card is a little Krabby. It's actually pretty good. For 3 water energy, a basic Pokemon can do 50 damage. Not bad. There are, of course, more powerful Pokemon out there, but Krabby's pretty cool. And the rare card of Phantom Forces shall be a Levani. Coordinate says choose up to 2 of your benched Pokemon that have no Pokemon tools attached to them. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a Pokemon tool card and attach it to that Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. It's quite a mouthful, but it's just good to basically get some tool cards out there. Leaf Storm is good for some damage. You get 70 damage, and you get to heal 20 from each of your grass Pokemon. So those are the cards that I got out of the booster packs. Once more, this week's question of the day is going to be, which was your first Pokemon game? Leave that in a comment down below and use hashtag QOTD, and on Sunday, I'll randomly select 2 people that left the comments with the hashtag to receive one of these code cards. So with all that being said, that's going to end off this week's news video. Come on back tomorrow for Pokemon TCG live online match. We're going to have that and show off some more cards from the current expansion. So with all that being said, we're going to end the video off. Thank you everybody for checking out this video, and I'll catch you next time.